Oh my gosh, somebody call the police. Hey, don't touch my wife. You got it? Don't touch my wife. You got it? You touch my wife.
Call the police!
Did you guys see this? No matter how many times I look at it, I can't believe it. He was protesting bailouts, then he got punched out. My next guest is the guy in the receiving end of that left hook. Tea Party activist Nathan Tabor joining me now. The other guy's lawyer gave us a statement. We're going to get to that in a second, but how you feeling, buddy?
Good, thank you. My wife says it didn't make my face look any better, but it's still pretty sore. I got a little puffiness going on, but I appreciate you asking.
Man, oh man, Nathan, you took a direct hit. What happened? First, we're going to have some particular bites here, but I want to get to your version. What happened?
So we were at Congressman Mel Watt's office in Greensboro protesting this new amendment by Senator Durbin about credit cards, a new form of a bailout. So it was a very peaceful, organized protest. You know, enough is enough, no more bailouts. This gentleman just walks in off the street and comes into the crowd, and I'm not even anywhere around. I'm standing 10 feet away and starts saying, you know, George W. Bush this and Dick Cheney that, and I turned my camera off and walked around the corner to get my 5-year-old daughter and turned around and he pushed me, and I turned my camera back on and asked him to stop pushing me. He pushed me again, hit my camera, which I was cool with that. You can hear in the audio, I was like, look, just, you know, don't push me. And then when he pushed my wife, you know, we were there exercising our constitutional rights and, you know, touching my wife, and he ended up pushing her 3 times, and then I pushed him off my wife.
Man, oh man. All right, here's what he said, his version of events when it started, at least at that moment. Let's look at this first.
You can't wait with me. Can I say something while you're in the office? No, I'll tell you something while you're talking right now. The reason why we in this mess, that this clown, George Bush, which you love so much, deregulated everything. And then all the crooks, all the thieves come out. Actually, you know what I'm saying? The one who started to deregulate.
We should first say that the attorney for Governor Spencer, Joe Williams, said this in a statement. We're going to deal with this in the courtroom. Mr. Tabor is going to find out that being wealthy doesn't make a difference in the courtroom. What do you think he means by that?
I'm not exactly sure. My American Express card or my Visa card wasn't on the side of my face when he hit me, so I'm not sure what wealth would have to do with this. He pushed me, he assaulted me, he assaulted my wife. I protected my family. I would do it again. You know, I got my little 5-year-old. You can hear my 5-year-old in the video just screaming. I pushed him off my wife, and he sucker punched me. And he kept coming.
It looks fairly clear to see. Again, I'm no Joe Madden and looking at this back, but I'll tell you, it got even weirder after the fact. This is when he was taken back by authorities.
Hey, sir, stick around. The police want to talk to you.
Beg your pardon?
Stick around. The police want to talk to you.
Shut up your all right? Now, if you don't around, you'll get hurt.
You've already hit me, so you're verbally. You're threatening me again.
You pushed me.
You pushed my wife.
You pushed me. I didn't push your wife.
Yep, got it on video.
Off the sidewalk.
Got it on. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Please state. Yeah, he's leaving, and I will swear out a warrant for his arrest.
Did the police ever nab this guy?
Well, so really interesting, Neil. The police come down, they look at both videos, they talk to several of the witnesses there. They take him down to the magistrate's office. I voluntarily go down to the magistrate's office. We sat there for an hour, hour and a half, and the police officer stands there with the magistrate and says, hey, I've seen this video. This man was assaulted. The magistrates won't look at the video. They dismissed a warrant against him and gave him a criminal summons for assault. And then after doing that, they turned around and gave me a criminal summons for assault.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. You got the worst end of it, and you the guy who got hit. Again, I'm no Perry Mason, but this don't seem right.
Well, I mean, defending my wife, I would do it again. If somebody pushed my wife, I would step in and push them off my wife. Any man would protect his woman. I love my wife dearly. My 5-year-old sitting there. I mean, I'm absolutely devastated, one, that I was hit, and my wife and my daughter had to see that, and then to be charged with assault for protecting my life.
Well, could I ask you, was there anyone else in the crowd who was saying, oh, you guys, all of you shut up, or you're getting, you know, we don't care what you like or don't like about the government, anything like that? Was the crowd outside
No,
getting
sir.
restless?
No, sir. I mean, there was no, you know, our chant was, you know, no to Senator Durbin, no to BP bailout, enough is enough. We were a very peaceful crowd. This guy was driving down the road, stopped his car, and just walked over and, you know, started yelling at the crowd.
Very, very weird. I'm glad you're all right. I'm glad your daughter's all right. Your wife's all right. But man, oh man, it is weird. It is very, very weird.
You know, Neil, here's the interesting thing. I think he took, you know, President Barack Obama said a few weeks ago, you know, go to your neighbors and get in their face. Well, you know, that is a very, you know, if they're going to have to use violence to, you know, step on the Constitution.
Well, to be fair, I don't think
beware.
the president was recommending violence, but it did. This is weird. But we're going to watch this very closely. Nathan, thank you, and be well. You know, we follow these kind of stories, guys. I want to be very clear. Let's get off this 1 second. You know, when you beat people up to get your view, it's dumb. Okay, you know, whether you're the errant Tea Partier or two who gets violent, and you're an exception, or you're against what these guys are saying. Again, the exception. It is stupid. It is dumb. It is risky. And in front of kids, period, it is beyond asinine. Period.